diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity.
There he goes! And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a man, it's Madden. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often.
And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already had 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes, because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Gage. Throwing right. Intercepted, number 19. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover 1. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Got the quick pass. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Gage. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The RPO, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release by the QB. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Gage. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's got him. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
On the move, it's Crispin. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's open on the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Thorne. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's Magic. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the try is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run this quarterback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? This quarterback, part of their running game. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the...
It's a fumble! Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Just when they're looking run, now up top.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Quick completion on the out.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. Puts it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw again. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. This is a designed run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. To the air, it's Madden. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. At It's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past, then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Pulls it in. It's Thorne. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to throw, it's Gage. Going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught in the backfield. It's Thorne.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Madden. Got the back over the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. He'll try to tack on one more.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Scanning the field, it's Gage. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooner! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Sooner offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football problem out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Gage. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the...
Touchdown, Dogs! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Reads it, fires complete. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the marker. It's Larson. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Dropping back, it's Gage. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open.
flexibility to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thorne.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
To the air on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We got a close game here in the third quarter. You're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Gage. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long the different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, first down and more. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't
don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Gage. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Turbin. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Georgia sends out the punt team. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down from the 40. Back to throw, it's Gage. Got it in the middle, it's Larson. Quick step and go. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback will keep it. And here they come, almost all the way back.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had They not set the starters there in that forward order. Total destruction by the Dukes. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They're working that left side. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Madden. He's got his man across the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only.
Breaks into the open. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You've put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Gage. The quick out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
A first down for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Larson. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is it's plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A run for the quarterback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Now on the move. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw, it's Gage. Got his man on the outside. Not gonna make it. Can't get the 2-point conversion, and they fail to take the lead here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's gonna get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out?
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer...
Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab deep. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. To the air on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Madden. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Gonna run it. It's Sharp. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Still running at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field.
There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we need this quarterback to put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Larson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
The run from the shotgun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown Sooners! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Looking downfield, it's Gage. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.